So the Cobham Rugby Club is part of the Cobham Sports Association.
Yeah.
It's a multi-sport, multi-background organisation. And I'd love to start talking about the football boys.
Of all the sports that take place.
Well, there is a bit of football goes on down here, and people use the AGP.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway, what's happening in football?
Yeah.
Anything exciting this week?
I almost can't remember it. Unbelievable. So, wrong-shaped ball. Hello, young Ali. How are you?
Ah, brilliant.
Good. Alex
Brilliant.
Gaze in the corner, looking sharp, nursing a pint of level head. Pete Christie.
Hello.
How are you, pal?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, I'm all right. I've been learning a bit of poetry this week. I mean, it's meant to be, when you get to my age, it's meant to sort of keep your synapses working properly.
A bit of poetry.
Yeah.
Have you come prepared?
I could give you a couple of verses if you like.
Come on, let's start off with
So
this.
this is it's Subaltern's Love Song. It's by that terrible old snob John Betchman.
Yeah.
So it goes something like this. J. Hunter Dunn, furnished and burnished by Aldershot sun. What strenuous singles we played after tea. We in the tournament, you against me. That's the first verse, and that's all I've learnt so far.
That is awesome. I was going to make some joke about you're going out and joining a poetry club because you're trying to meet.
No, let's not be ridiculous. But it is meant to be good for your, keep the brain working.
Right.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is.
It offsets all the Guinness and level head that I get through during the week.
I feel like some sort of competition brewing.
Oh,
I do,
hello.
I do.
Really?
Are we
Yeah.
send in your sports-related poetry into the mailbag, cobhampod@gmail.com, and
We'll post that out.
I think
that
we
would be
could- and we
interesting.
could-
Someone
we
find
could read it.
something.
Are you thinking people
Lewd or
writing
otherwise.
their own poetry?
I'm thinking people writing their own poetry
Good Lord, what a
Whoa.
fantastic idea.
Competition.
without the use of AI. And
What
And
is
we'll
this
take
club?
it from there.
What is this club coming to? There's a piano now.
Yeah.
Poetry competitions.
Oh my God.
Oh my word! You're going to set a riot off now.
oh man, well listen, there's no Lunny today. Lunny's off
No, he's not
gallivanting. He's a busy boy. This is what you've got coming up. We're going to look back on the Cornish game, which when we saw the scores coming through, certainly defied expectations. I thought. We've got a mystery guest who has played a couple of games for Cobb.
Just a few.
Just a few. We've got some youth games. We'll do a brief youth roundup. I will just talk about the last pod because we've had loads of feedback about it and it's wonderful. I'll talk about vets, socials, and we'll look ahead at the fixtures. I think maybe we'll talk about internationals of the correct shaped ball, even though it would pain me to cover.
Yeah, I think we're looking forward to that Scotland chat.
Gee whiz. Okay, let's
do it.
Let's get into it. I mean, should we just bang through some recent events? Just a recap of what's going on in the last couple of weeks, Ali. Is that how you want to?
Yeah, that sounds
play?
good.
Yeah. All right. So, I tell you what, I did pop into the club just for 20 minutes. The Cobham former players' lunch.
Yeah, well attended this year. 110 people, I understand, because in previous years it's been a bit under attended. But it put a lot of effort behind it. Tony Bortwell got behind it, sent a WhatsApp out to about 10 people saying, you're organising a table, just get on with it kind of thing, and it worked.
It was rammed in here. I came in for maybe 10 minutes of the international. It was very, very busy. The new stand opened. I tell you something, guys,
It looks fantastic. It was nice to see Dave Fraser here cutting the ribbon on the Lionel Frewen stand.
It was, yeah, and I went and took a seat in the Lionel
Frewen?
Yeah.
Easy for you to say.
I went and took a seat, sat with Haddock, Lister and Sneedy and watching the game. It's really, really nice. You do feel quite relaxed. I highly recommend next time there's a match on at home, and I should know when the next home match is. Get yourself go and camp in the back of that stand. It's really quite nice.
Yeah,
got to say,
it's a fantastic facility, and it'll make Dave Fraser's viewing and some of the older boys, who can't stand up for 80 minutes. somewhere for them to sit out the weather, get a good view of the game.
Yeah, there was kudos to Oscar Sneed, who was chatting to the old boy next to him, and absolute class. Well done, Oscar.
Nice. And I've got to say, if the headlines might say, Surrey infrastructure project, a shocking success.
Yeah.
As a rarity.
Yeah.
Well played.
And then before the lunch, we did the wreath-laying thing, it's been going on for a number of years now. The 50 old Surbitondians who gave their lives in World War II. So Michael Tom does the reading from For the Fallen by Lawrence Bynon. And then Simon King was asked to lay the wreath. And I mean, he'd have been chuffed about that. Comes all the way from Chatham for all their lunches. And then Alex.
That's a journey.
That's a different, decent.
Alex Gaze on my right here this evening, playing. Is it a bugle or what is it?
It's a cornet.
It's a cornet, and he played
cornet.
the last post and Revelli.
What's the difference between a bugle and a cornet?
A bugle does not have valves, so you can only play a certain number of notes on it. Whereas a cornet, you can play any kind of notes. It was quite. It's a really. I've been playing Last Post from Revelli all my since I was about 9, 10. But it was quite funny. We had all the players lined up this year, which was brilliant. Everyone properly respectful. But of course, the message doesn't necessarily get around what to do. So I played the last post, and the idea is you play the last post, it's 2 minutes silence, and you end the last post with the Revelli.
Right.
A lot of people like 1 2 minute silence, and they often rely on the ref.
Yeah.
So the message hadn't necessarily got around what we were doing. So
I
was chatting to Joyce afterwards, and he was saying, yeah. When you played first, and we all stopped, and then you didn't play for ages.
For 2 minutes,
and then the ref was going to blow his whistle, and we were all going to start running away, and then suddenly you played again.
I think it's a really poignant thing to do, and perhaps next year we'll have a chat with the ref and just let him know once you've played tune number 1, we wait for 2 minutes saying nothing, and then we play tune number 2.
Yeah, I always think 2 minutes. It is a long time, but it's also a long time for a reason,
Yeah.
So, it was good fun to do it. Felt, it's right. It's one of those, if you've got something, if you've got a talent, use it for the club.
Quite right.
Get your
Well, I had some feedback about the food, because I actually wasn't here in the end, but the food was fantastic, vanilla beans. So thank you for Gareth Palmer for doing another special job for us.
All right, and then the game itself.
Yeah.
What a win! Should we?
Oh, it was great.
Should we hang on? Should we hear a bit more from mystery guest about that particular game?
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we can skip over. And what about the twos? The twos were away at Beck Old Boys. How'd they get on, Pete?
They won a good win at 45-17. Tries from Jade Dernbach, friend of the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. Draper, Old, Redford, Harker, Broome and Cox. And Draper also added 5 conversions, so a really good win. Yeah.
Well done, lads. Fantastic. And the vets, aka the All-Stars, we went to play Richmond, play the Heavies. Now, I am led to believe that the only way you can play for the Heavies is if you have played for Richmond once.
That's the rumour.
Still right.
Yeah.
That's still right.
Some of the players hadn't.
Yeah, because they weren't old enough. But I've got to say, what a bunch of guys. So the final score was 44-21, but I think they had something like 28 to 30 players.
Wow.
They had a really strong scrum, and they had a couple of youngsters in the outside centre who caused havoc.
They did.
But I've got to say, they might have shoved the scrum back, but they didn't get through us. And I felt like we kind of owned the middle of the park. It was a
Were you at scrum half,
Mick? Just for the first 5 minutes. I've got to say, this club attracts all sorts of people. Whether the right people or the wrong people is up to you to decide. But we did have one Lance General Admiral Bombardier Rob Smith, who flew in from Inverness.
Oh, good man.
Straight on the train from Gatwick to Richmond. ran from the train and missed the kickoff by 4.5 seconds.
Well, he must try harder next time.
To be fair, he turned up just before the kickoff, so I benched him. So I started at scrum half just for him to do a warm up.
Please tell me you kicked off early, just like
exactly. We did actually kick off. We kicked off 15 minutes early, bizarrely, which is a common theme. A 7:45 start, and the ref arrives. Well, I thought it was 7:30. That's something for us to fix. But we against the onslaught of some quick feet. I thought the Vets played brilliantly with our hearts on the sleeve. We didn't give up the hill in the second half.
You annoyed them though, didn't you? Because you went into an early lead.
That's right.
7-0 up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was who scored that?
I believe it was me.
Yeah,
I don't really remember very well. But it's but in a real rarity, there was only one referee on the pitch. And the game was played. If you could write the values of rugby in a Vets style, the game was played perfectly in that style. Even the ref was like, that was just the easiest game to referee because the tackles were absolutely fair. We were a lot lower than they were, to be fair. Tackles were fair. It was just a great game. It's a really good game.
There were a lot of decent. I was fortunately stood on the sideline watching this one. There was some big hits going in and a huge amount of effort going in. Absolutely loved it. It was, and like you said, second half playing uphill and we were behind, and then we just had a purple patch. TC made that run. I mean, uphill.
I saw his
post. almost the length of the pitch, and just that kind of real positive moments in the second half. That
he
really
did post the following
difference.
day, didn't he? He said they're a bit delicate in the gym, loosening up.
I mean, that's ridiculous. I am just back to breathing at full capacity, and it's Wednesday after the Friday. But there we go. So thank you to the Richmond guys, who were all top class.
So our mystery guest just got lost by doing more training because we started on time tonight. So shall we crack on, do the next bits? And we'll
have you got another Vets game coming up soon?
Yeah, we've got a Vets game in a week and a bit.
Is that
against Wimbledon?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that away again?
It's away again, but a wee bit closer. Cannot wait. Cannot wait.
We've had one home game for the Vets.
I think the second half of the year will be a different gravy.
Second half of the year, yeah, mate.
We'll sort that one out. But go on, Pete. Should we take us through the youth? The under 16
okay,
boys?
let's do that. So under 16 boys, been a testing season. That's for sure. Have made some fantastic signings with numbers increasing, but played with injuries and independent school rugby. That's seen us struggle to put out decent sides this side of Christmas. We've won against Warriors. Sorry, who are Warriors? Do we know who they are?
I'm not sure.
No, okay.
Well, no due diligence on our information.
It's not
James,
professional.
who are Warriors?
Yeah. Lost against Wimbledon, Grasshoppers and London Irish in the Surrey T2 League. This weekend, our Old Rutlishians, who like us have had a tough season, and their first team as well, haven't won in 8 games, I don't think. Anyway, so we're hoping for an even match. Most of our injured boys are back and looking forward to turning the corner, getting up to speed, ready for the post-Christmas Cup. Where we tend to have a much better run of form. Just want to say thank you to all the boys that have worked so hard so far this season. I know it's been tough, but remain positive, keep learning, and keep enjoying the game that we all love.
Class. Right, Alex, we've got an under... What's that big banging? What's that banging next door? Lucy's
kitchen.
Lucy's doing the kitchen. Ali, take us through the under-12 girls, would you?
Well, got a couple of recordings on there, and I'll try and play the right one at the right time. First up, those avid listeners to the pod will remember that Vicky Alexander was on the pod a little while ago, and those who know Vicky know that she was hugely instrumental in setting up girls rugby at Cobham, and she was looking at bringing her daughter down to join the under-12s, and I'm pleased to say she did, and she sent us a little quick message that I'm just going to play.
How
if this
lovely.
works.
Go on.
My name is Hazel Alexander. I joined Cobham under 12 girls this season. Ever since I have joined, I felt accepted and I have made lots of new friends. I like being a part of a team of girls, and I know I have gotten so much better as a rugby player because we play so many matches.
Excellent.
That's great, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it
I
is.
mean, it won't come as a shock to people that have ever talked to Vicky about her rugby. Will know that Hazel is not shy on the rugby pitch and is doing a great job in leading that. Well, one of the leaders within the under-12s. They're having a good season. I'm helping Surrey with the seedings for the Cup competition, and I think Cobham should be up somewhere near the top. And I'm definitely not going to manipulate the fixtures at all to give them a good run.
Well, you can't now, can you? Too late.
No bother. Is there a wee knock at the door?
Oh, let's wait. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so should we get in the wee mystery guest?
Yeah,
Can you
let's
see
do
who it
it.
is through the door? Let's have a look. One Mr. Lips.
How are we doing, gents?
I'm really well,
Good.
pal.
Chris, how are you?
Very well, thank you. A bit warmer now, but very nice. And it looks like I've missed the fun part of the session.
No,
We haven't talked about this yet.
We haven't.
Apologies.
Should we describe what's going on? Pete Christie is passing Chris Lippiat. I mean, a shot glass of, what is it? Slow gin?
Slow gin. This
This
year's
year's
Christie
slow
special.
gin.
Very nice.
Yeah, some tasting notes. Should we have a wee sip and
Let's
just
do
describe it and
Let's
say
do
cheers? And
Right, so
congratulations, pal.
Yeah.
Another
Cheers, Chris.
milestone
Thank you very
reached.
much.
We'll talk through that in a minute. Let's go for it. Let's have a wee sip.
that makes brilliant podcast listening.
Yeah.
Having a sip of this gorgeously red and tasting
Oh,
slow
mate, it's
gin.
great. Really cool. Lips, how
it's
are you,
good for
pal?
you. It's one of your 5 a day.
How are you? We were just talking about the Cornish game, but we didn't
Yeah.
go into the detail. So
Yeah.
for those listening who don't know who you are you? And give us the take on the most recent milestone that you either have just hit or are about to hit, and then we'll talk about the Cornish game.
Yeah, so I'm Chris Lippiat, captain of this beautiful Cobham Rugby Club. And as of last weekend, I reached my 100th cap alongside Louis Porter, who I've played with kind of the whole way through. So it was a very
That's
special
pretty
day. And my first ever cap for Cobham was against Cornish as well. So it was a
Was
nice,
it? Oh, wow.
nice full circle moment. Unbelievable to get a win, and like so many great things on the day. We had, remember the minute silence, opening of the new stand, 2 100ths, 2 50ths. It was like a perfect storm for a really good game.
Class. And like talk us through the game itself. Was it? I mean, the scoreline suggests it wasn't one-way traffic, but we weren't. I wasn't expecting that as such. Or was it just? Did we just turn up and throw noise, or?
Well, I think Cornish have kind of followed us through the leagues, and
Yeah.
it's. I'd love to know what the stats are in terms of games won, games lost, because it's probably quite even, and we actually never know what they're going to be coming with. And I think they've got some good scalps this year so far. But yeah, we weathered a bit of a storm, and it felt like a game no one could really get a foothold in.
Yeah.
But I think in the way we're performing at the moment and the way the games are going, we're kind of in those positions. We are seeming to come out on top when there's kind of no real flow, but coming away with good moments.
Okay, is that different from last year, Chris?
I think it is different and different from Cobham of old in that we don't go into our shells as much when we're kind of not. Oh, this isn't working. Why isn't this working? And we'll draw back and we'll kind of be unsure what to do. But actually, the mindset is much different this year, and we seem to be relaxed when it isn't going our way. Not always, but when it's not going our way, and actually just come back into the way our shape and our plays and it's going. It was good because, like you say, it wasn't one-way traffic. I don't think it certainly didn't feel like it. It felt like a difficult physical game. They had a lot of ball carriers, but the end result and the final score, shows what we're doing at the moment. I think.
Yeah. What's been the highlight for you so far this season?
Eastbourne away for sure.
I'm not surprised because that's exactly what Louis Porter said.
Yeah. There was one particular moment. In fact, it was. I think we were down the whole game until the last 15, and it was last play. They're on our 5 metre, and it's their scrum. They opt to scrum for the penalty, and we pushed them off the ball and got a penalty to turn it over, kick the ball out for half time, and it was as a front row, massive feeling.
Yeah.
I've watched it back on the VO about 10 times. But just a really good moment. One that gets the goosebumps and the adrenaline flying, and it felt like a real turning point in the game. So that particular moment, for sure.
Yeah, and a couple of 50 caps at the weekend as well. Was that Taylor Burnett and Will Stevens?
Will Stevens, yeah. So, I'm quite scared at I'm not getting on, but I'm scared that they are hitting their 50th because I feel like I was there. I remember when they first started playing. But absolute servants to the club. Like Tails had a great season. He's been moved around position. His natural position is centre, but he's been playing on the flank for us and having absolute stormers. And Will Stevens, Mr. Reliable at 15 or at 10 and off the tee. So massive congrats to them.
I've got to say, so we've been shuffling chairs, which I'll talk about in a minute in the podcast room. But watching that Cornish game, there were that level of maturity from the whole team was so evident. I mean, there was some huge hits going in.
Yeah.
I love I don't know who was playing inside centre. Someone can tell me quickly on the day, was having a wonderful fight with his opposite number. They were legally smacking each other.
Yeah, I think that was James
brilliant.
Mitchell. I think was inside centre that day.
That was quite fun to watch. It was one of those. Yeah, no, right. Oh, here it goes again. Yes.
Yeah, it's been great having Mitch back. He's had a bit of a hiatus. And he's come back and what looks even meaner and even fitter, and he's just whacking people. So it's nice to have.
Yeah, and did you have a good evening? Did Cornish hang around? I mean, because we get on with them as a club. Seems like there's good post-match camaraderie.
Yeah, they hung around for a little bit. I think it was the added bonus of the Scotland game. I think Scotland New Zealand was finishing, so it kind of it postponed the kind of man of the match things. But we. They stuck around for a fair while, and it was there was still about kind of 15 of the players left by the end of the final game of the day on the telly. So which is really great to see. Particularly over the years, there hasn't been a huge amount of social, if we could be honest, but it's nice. It was really full clubhouse towards the end. Lots of beers and lots of celebrations. So
we had tries. 3 from Wilby, is that right?
Yes.
3 tries. I hope he was punished suitably on the evening.
Do you know what? I don't think we had enough seats because we had the 250s, 200s, and then so I think we had 8 people up already. Okay. So I think he chose his week to get a hat-trick.
Okay. Well, there's always time. There's always time later. So 3 from him, and then Stevens, Mitchell, Delapina, Orcon, and Davison, and 3 conversions from Delapina. Yeah. And next up, this Saturday?
Yes, we have Old Rutlishians, which a relatively new team for this squad. Last year we played them 3 times. So last year, twice in the league and once in the cup.
They beat us first game.
First
down
game.
Here, didn't they?
Yeah.
But we got our own back later.
We did indeed, in the league and the cup. But I think they were very good out there. They got promoted, I think, maybe even twice, and they were flying up first game, and they really came at us pretty high. It was quite a high-scoring game. We were in it for a while, and then I think
right to the death. I think
so. I think their skipper got 5 tries or something in that game, and he was tearing us up. So
but they've had not a great season. 1 win from 5 games, I think, so far. But they drew with Hove.
Yeah.
So. That's a pretty good result.
And they
for
lost.
them.
Yeah, they lost by 10 to Trinity.
Yeah.
So they, but then had been on the wrong end of a few others.
It's hard to gauge kind of where they're at. We've played both of the promoted teams so far. I think Ruts have played more of some of the established sides in the league. So it's really hard to gauge where they're at but they had some some serious weapons and quality last year, and looking at the team sheets, it doesn't look like that's been diminished at all.
No.
So, yeah.
And your side, is that is selected yet for Saturday?
It kind of sounds like it was just in training, and we were running through with the kind of available guys, looking very strong. It's very strong back row. I think it's something like Porter, Frosty, and Davison on the back row. So enough said, really. From but yeah, very strong squad, and strong back line, which is every week.
So that's they're over at Morden. Is it Morden?
Yeah,
Morden.
Yeah, that sort of way.
So it's not far. So if you've got a free afternoon, 2:00 kickoff, is
correct?
That right?
Yeah, definitely worth a trip down. And
all support welcome.
Yeah, car share. Contact someone that's seen recently. Car share. Get in a car, pick up a mate, and go down and watch a 2 p.m. kickoff. That's great.
And the cup.
Yes. Oh, you're testing me now. When the next game is, but I think we have got Vandal. Or no, we've definitely got a team in our league in the cup. Maybe.
Right, that's interesting. Okay.
Sadly, because I think it's the nice thing about the cup is playing a team you haven't played.
Yeah.
We've
and that's been interesting, hasn't it? Because we kind of measured this league against a couple of other leagues.
Exactly, and it gives you a good indication of where we're at. But yeah, I think we're playing. I think it might be Vandals. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But, certainly someone in our league.
So, tough games to come.
Tough games to come.
Which ones are you looking at in particular?
Definitely Vandals, 20th of December.
Yeah, that's here, isn't it?
At home. They're undefeated as well in the league. And we went kind of toe to toe with them. I think they beat us here in the last play last season, and we drew with them at their place.
That's right.
So it's
I remember that.
After the rescheduled game. So it's it's a big one, and obviously George Pickersgill, our old coach, is over there.
Oh yeah, of course he is.
I think he's already messaged some of the boys saying, it's up on the wall, penciled in the diary. So yeah, should be a good one.
It's a big old month. I mean, we got Hove at home on the 29th of November.
They're unbeaten as well, apart from that drawn game with. My memory's going. Right.
We're not trying to put you off your food, Alex, but yeah, Hove at home, then Trinity away, and then Vandals at home. That's a good three. Three matches. For all our listeners who I'm sure you all support Cobham. This is where we can do something and we can come down and support. So away at Ruts this week, and then on the 29th we're home versus Hove. So some really, really cracking games coming up.
Yeah.
Lips, thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
For those that don't know, we drag these players off the training park before they've had their
unwillingly
nutrients.
Off the training park, obviously.
So there's a plate of food that's gradually
staring in the eye. Yeah.
So we'll let you go. Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks for the gin as well. Much appreciated.
You're welcome.
And I alluded to a slight altercation. We've lost our host.
Oh, have we?
You have. It wasn't the slow gin, honestly.
Okay, interesting.
For everyone else, the Scottish voice has gone. I know what it is. He didn't want to talk about the international.
Well, he's gone to an extreme length to get out of it.
That is, it's quite amazing length.
So, what should we do next, then, Alex? What do you want to do?
Well, we were talking about the under-12 girls, and we had that lovely video. Lovely video, lovely message from Hazel. Let's just quickly. I was going to tell you that the under-12 girls were playing away last weekend, and if this works without Mick being here, this would be amazing.
Be confident, Alex.
Here's a bit of a match report for you.
I'm here with Hetty Medwell-Bates and Elsie Flynn, the under-12 girls, to give us a match report from the game on Sunday against Farnham.
Sunday we played Farnham at Cobham and we won 15-3. We played really well and the other team had a development team that meant that we had to take off our better players, so they had a chance. Yeah. on our team, people played different positions, so it wasn't all what we would usually play, but everyone got a chance to play a different position. Everyone played really well, and the team is developing.
Fantastic. I love
It is
that.
nice.
It's
I
great.
mean, I think all of us as are listening and our coaches it's so useful to get the players' feedback.
Yeah.
At whatever age they are, what are they seeing? What problems are they seeing? What problems are they trying to solve? How are they viewing the game? It's often very different to what we as coaches think we're doing. But it was great there, and thanks to Hetty and to Elsie for giving us that readout. While I got the mic, I'll talk briefly about the other girls' age groups. The under 14s team, we were away at Haywards Heath. So 2 cluster sides. So Cobham, we cluster with Chobham, and Haywards Heath, they cluster with Uckfield. For those of us of a little more advancing years, will remember soft ground, long grass, and it always didn't hurt when you hit it. Haywards Heath is definitely that, and on a rather damp weekend, it was a glorious pitch for that kind of rugby. Chobham lost by 5 points, but was the best we played all season. Absolutely cracking rugby. It was a tight, well-fought game, so really
Good
fun
stuff.
And if those of you that have been to Haywards Heath in recent times haven't seen their new clubhouse, if we ever go down there, definitely get on the fun bus and go and watch.
All right.
Amazing
Okay.
clubhouse, really great, welcoming hosts, and thanks to them.
Fantastic.
So I think as a season, we're on the up, hopefully, with the under 14 girls. And under 16 girls, similar sort of place in terms of, trying to get that complete performance. There are pockets of the game where we haven't done much of the Cobham players are smaller than the others this season.
No, we haven't heard much of that.
We haven't had much of that, no dings. But there is definitely a need, I think, for us as always, as coaches, is making sure that a team's in the right place to start the game. And for those that follow the Cobham on social media, you will have seen a video of us trying to interview some of the girl players. I think coaching girls rugby is slightly different, and there are different ways, different things that work and don't work, and we're always looking for different ways to do things and better ways to do things. Have you seen Freddie Flintoff's TV program where
No.
he
No.
sets up cricket clubs and or sides, and he's decided to set up a girls' cricket club. I think it's in Blackpool, and it's a great parallels there with that difference between the way in which the
I shall have to have a
environment
look.
works.
I've not seen it. Sounds
So
interesting.
worth looking out for. So on other things, under 15 boys. Do you want to take that one?
Yeah. So this was versus Camberley. Our Bs against their A's, I think. A fantastic effort from the boys against the unbeaten league leaders. Final result, 19-20. So very close loss there. Plenty of heart, skill and determination shown. On any other day, could have been a win. Some great performances throughout the team with joint players of the match given to Jack Pridmore and Tom Ferris. Well done, fellas. That's good effort.
That's pretty cool. And the only other team we're going to talk about right now is the Colts. Now, comment made to me earlier on was, we've talked about the Colts recently, and we've focused on their fixtures quite a bit. But we wanted to share another growing up moment for the lads. So, lads, if you're listening, go well with us. 20 of them, a mix of lower sixth and upper sixth, are off to the England-Argentina match on Sunday.
Marvellous.
They're going together, courtesy of the RFU. No parents, No worries. What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
So, lads, go well, have a good time, look after each other, leave no man behind.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, some up-and-coming fixtures. We've already talked about the first team away at Ruts, 2 o'clock kickoff. Boys, under-12s are away at Irish. Under-14s, 2 visiting sides to Cobham, Old Wimbledonians and Esher. And then the under-16s are away in the Surrey League versus Old Rutlishians. And the Colts are away at Reading. Alex, do you want to do the...
Yeah, so
ladies?
for the girls, we've got the under-12s are away at Dorking Guildford. I don't know whether that's Guildfordians or Guildford, but under-12s away. Under-14s, we're playing a home game, so at Cobham versus Ironsides, so really looking forward to that. And the under-16s are home versus Sutton and Epsom.
Wow, that sounds quite a full programme there. Now, over the last few weekends, there's been quite a lot of international rugby, so I thought maybe we'd have a little dip into that, which...
So internationals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's start with Scotland, especially because he's gone.
Okay. Now Mick's not here. I feel safer about doing that. I watched this game, and Argentina were really quite poor for most of the game, and Scotland played reasonably well, and then got into a 21-point lead.
Yeah.
And then just frozen the headlights in the last 20 minutes.
I was shocked, and this was Sunday afternoon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I had a little sleep. And when I fell asleep, Scotland were absolutely flying. I was like, I can see what they're trying to do. Oh, that's amazing. That's really good. I fell asleep, woke up, and went, it just got interesting.
Indeed.
It's got more interesting. Scotland didn't fire a shot. I don't know what they
just seemed to panic. And you would have thought with someone of Finn Russell's class, would have slowed the game down, perhaps tried to put them into the Argentinian half, keep the Argies pinned back in their 22 as much as possible. But they just seemed to panic. Is the only word I could think of. So an interesting turnaround. Great comeback by Argentina. They just brought their sort of Matera and a couple of other players onto the pitch.
I know, but Carreras came on. It's going to be a bit frosty at Bath, isn't it, next week?
Yeah, and it just seemed to turn the game. So a great comeback. Well done, Argentina.
And then England, New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It felt like, it felt like the better team won.
I think so on the day. Yeah,
can't argue with that. The masterclass of kicking, the masterclass of just energy, effort, teamwork.
Yeah,
just seemed. But I remember I was chatting to someone last week, and I was like, actually, my fear is that you make a mistake, and you might get punished. You could make one mistake, and an element of brilliance from the back three, from D-Mac, from Mackenzie coming on, could really punish England, but it wasn't like that.
Yeah. Anyway, going 12-0 down, not plan A, clearly, but showed some resilience, I think, and still tried to carry on playing rugby, which was good to see. A good comeback, another good comeback, and then Wales, Japan.
Wales won.
Yeah. Yippee!
Yeah.
Their second win in 21 games, both of which have been against Japan.
I know, but the
last kick of the game.
World ranking points make a difference. There's the draw for the World Cup. That's going to make a big difference to who they're going to end up playing. And I mean, I'm married to a very Welsh lady, and rugby is incredibly important to all the people all of her friends and family, and to see them losing 10 games on the bounce at home. That's not nice.
So I'm kind of glad they won, but wasn't a terrific performance. Anyway, so then we had France-Fiji. So France 34, Fiji 21. So that's probably what you would have predicted before the start. A reasonably comfortable win for France.
Yeah, it should be. And France are playing Australia this weekend. That's going to be interesting. Australia have been lackluster, to say the least.
I know.
They've got a game in them. We know they've got a game in them. We've seen it. We've all seen it.
My Aussie mate, he might be listening to the pod tomorrow or whenever it comes out. But he, Paul Coy, and he was WhatsApping during the game, basically sort of tearing his hair out as Mac Hansen scored 3 tries within 30 minutes. But I have to say they came back a bit, and even after an hour, they were not that far out of touch. But they just, they've not looked really great. Now, who have they got? They got France on Australia. That's
France,
a big
Australia.
game. Oh, sorry, I should say Italy 14. South Africa 32.
Well, my question was going to be, that was fairly predictable, but can 14 men of South Africa beat Ireland is the question. Mustard available to play after the red card was reviewed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's so tricky.
It's disappointing that with the TMO and the referee and as many replays as you want, that they can still give a red card, which is then rescinded after the game. And disappointing. Anyway, another big weekend this weekend. So we've got Wales, New Zealand. I met my Welsh friend Roger Chappell last night. He's really looking forward to that game.
Is he?
No.
Why?
Not at all. Ireland, South Africa. Now that'll be an interesting game.
Yeah, I mean, I read something this week that Razzie has not ever won in Dublin.
Oh.
I think this weekend will change that.
Okay.
Personally, I think South Africa they're just on an absolute roll. Got the players, got the variety, got the momentum, got the backs up as well with all these cards thrown their way. So I'm thinking South Africa fairly heavy actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I think they're going to steamroll on them. I think that'll be.
So that's Wales, New Zealand, Ireland, South Africa, France, Australia, all on Saturday, and then on Sunday, Scotland versus Tonga. Now, surely a Scotland win.
Scotland are going to go back, but where do they go from that?
They push the All Blacks hard. It's difficult to see that you play that well.
Lost to Ireland, lost to England in the Six Nations.
Right, okay. I think Scotland will win that one. That's my prediction.
They'll win that one, but they're not going to look back and go.
And then last of all, England, Argentina. Always a tough game, I think, Argentina.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it? I mean, Argentina were brilliant in that final stages against Scotland.
They were the last 20 minutes. They were outstanding.
They were brilliant. But two wins on tour without their Lions players, and then I don't know. There's a fair few injuries. So I think it'd be as one to watch and not fall asleep to like I did.
Well, do your best, Alex. Do your best.
I will.
So another busy weekend of international rugby, and there are other games as well. I think Italy are playing Chile, and there are some other international fixtures going on in the background. Brilliant.
So, Pete, how did we end up holding the baby?
I don't know.
Lunny, Lunny not turning up.
Well, he did say he wasn't available, to be fair.
Yeah, no, still not turning up. But it's been absolutely, it's been a great pod. It's been great to take you through some of the games that have been. Wait a minute, I'm being waved at from across the table.
I'm sorry.
I'm not allowed to close it.
I just, a couple of socials. I didn't want to forget the socials. So this Friday is the Cobham City Lunch. So I'm guessing it's all sold out and organised. So have a great time. Try and make it home alive.
No, well, that's an interesting point, actually. So it's currently like probably about 9:45 on Wednesday evening. We'll get the pod out to you on Thursday. If you listen to this pod and go, the City Lunch, I could make it tomorrow. There's quite possibly a couple of seats going spare. Really? I know on our table there's one seat going spare. Ooh. So, put your hand up, contact somebody you know, and say, I heard there might be a seat going spare, and get the message out. And if you want to join us, please do.
And then 20th of December is the Cobham Christmas lunch. Don't waggle your fingers at me like that. It's very exciting. That, I think, is Weybridge Vandals at home.
It is Weybridge Vandals. It's also the big game.
The big game?
As in Quins versus...
That's the big game, mate.
Yeah, but it's also the Quins game.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I'm not...
Twickenham.
Fine.
So it's... so keep your eye out for the Christmas lunch. And make sure you know when exactly it is, and it's coming to you, and we will celebrate Christmas well together.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Right.
It's been a joy.
No, it has.
It's been a pleasure. And your slow gin, if you see Pete around, and if he's probably got a bottle
I'll
of
have the bottle in my pocket.
Ask him for a taste. It's absolutely sensational. Everybody, thank you for listening, and good afternoon. And good night.